Coach Frith, owner of PacWest Baseball at the Game Time Academy. I want to talk about three basic components of pitching. The first component of pitching, probably the most popular one, is velocity. The second is movement. And the third is command. I want to talk specifically about command, the ability to locate your pitches. We emphasize three levels of command. First of all, the ability just to throw strikes. It's to be able to throw 70%, for example, of your fastballs in a practice setting or in a lesson setting, and then in a game setting to be able to throw it 60% of the time for a basic strike. The next level of location is to be able to throw low strikes, strikes at the bottom of the zone. Once again, in a practice setting, 70% of the time, and then in a game setting, be able to throw low strikes 60% of the time. The final level and the most challenging level for all pitchers is to be able to throw low strikes to both sides of the plate. Again, following that formula, be able to throw low strikes to both sides of the plate 70% of the time in practice and 60% of the time down in the zone to both sides of the plate in a game. Here at PacWest Baseball, we use three basic techniques to follow those three basic progressions of throwing strikes. The first one is I love using the 9-hole. Very popular tool in a lot of baseball programs. We want our pitchers to be able to simply locate a pitch or at least throw a pitch in this 9-hole 70% of the time. Now, the second tool we use to focus on command, specifically now throwing strikes down in the zone 70% of the time, is a single string. Now this string is located, as you can see, on our designated hitter at the bottom of the zone. And this, during their workout, this area is where we want our pitchers to live the majority of the time during their zone. Now the nice thing about the way we have this set up, we're able to adjust that slightly if needed according to the age of the pitcher. And so another fantastic tool to focus and emphasize living at the bottom of the zone. And the third tool that we use is what I call the quadrant strings. So now we have two strings, okay, going horizontally, one at the bottom of the zone, one at the top of the zone. And the great thing about this teaching tool, we have two vertical strings in which we are able now, if we want to work, for example, a pitch away on a hitter, we can simply slide the strings over. If we want to work on an inside pitch, we can do the same on the inside pitch. And again, what this tool does is it gives a pitcher visual feedback on whether they're meeting our standard of, are you throwing 70% of the strikes down the zone to both sides of the plate, which is super hard to do. I hope this was some help for you today on focusing on location, location, location. Hey, if you like this video, smash that like button, and don't forget, hit subscribe. Trust your stuff.